Well, we love to bring new plant introductions to your attention, and today I want to tell you about some new and exciting impatiens that have just been released on the market this year in Oklahoma. Now, the ones on this end are actually a type of New Guinea impatiens, and remember, New Guinea impatiens grow a little bit taller and will tolerate a little bit more sun. And normally they'll grow anywhere from, say, 10, 12, 15 inches in height, maybe even more depending on the location that you put them in. Well, this new particular series of impatiens are called New Guinea impatiens mini Jennies, is the way that you're going to hear them referred to. This particular one is obviously Whitey Jenny. Now, the thing you'll notice is the patent is pending, and it tells on there who bred the plants, and so they're very strict in propagation, so I'm not sure how easy it will be to find them this year. But the difference is the flower is supposed to still be a big New Guinea type flower, but the plant is supposed to stay smaller or more compact. Again, it's mini Jennies. And if you look here at the flowers, some of the older ones have been beaten up pretty good from all the heavy rains, but then we're now getting new ones coming out that are just spectacular white color and really pretty attractive. If you look over closer to the spirea though, you'll see one that's taller, and the reason for that is because it's actually stretched from too much shade. What happened, we had to trim some of the branches out, and it was growing out over the impatient, and it was trying to get sunlight, so it just stretched and grew a little bit taller than the rest of the ones that are more sunlight. Now, there's also a pink one on the other end of this particular planting bed. It seems to be a little bit more compact. I'm not sure if it's very characteristic of that variety or if it's just because of a different location. So again, these are mini Jennies is the series that you'll need to be asking for. Dwarf impatient, but standard size flower. The last couple of years you've seen some of our double impatiens, which some people call camellia impatiens or rose impatiens. Again, the flower looks very much like a rose. We've tried a deep red and pinks. This year we're trying a new one that is called Purple Magic, and the tag even calls it a Rosebud impatient. So it's kind of the first purple color that we've been able to find, and it really complements nicely some of the other plants. Now, the problem is the pink one is growing taller than the one in the back, and again, I'm not sure if that's location or characteristic of the variety. On over a little bit more, you'll notice some very delicate flowered impatiens. These are also new, and all we can find on them is that they're referred to as dwarf impatiens. Now, they're different from the New Guineas. The difference is this one is dwarf from the flower standpoint and not the plant. So the plant could still get a little bit taller on you, but the flowers are very dainty and delicate. This particular one comes in variegated pink and white. Again, this one needs more shade than the New Guinea as well. So this is a traditional impatient, just a dwarf flower. And again, I don't know any more than to tell you to ask for dwarf flowered impatiens, and that might be what you can find. And then lastly, here in front is another all-white standard impatient. This is the Pride series, a new series that's been released from Park Seed Catalog. It's really very spectacular in the size of impatient, and again, it's solid white, and it would prefer medium to heavy shade, which is very traditional for most of your impatiens. So again, you can see there's some things that could confuse people, just like in vegetables. When you ask for something dwarf, you need to make sure you know what's dwarf about it. Is it the plant? Is it the flower in this case, or in a vegetable, would it be the fruit? And that way you won't have any surprises when you put them in the garden, and you'll know how to plant them and space them in your planting bed. So look and see what's available in your area. These again were introduced to us through Green Thumb Nursery out of Bartlesville, so I'm sure you'll start to see them trickle in over the next couple of years.